Today we're going to be talking about the GMC Sierra and particularly the Denali. Over here we have our traditional Denali bright accents that we've known for many years, but the popularity of the Ultimate trim is right in here. So what makes a Denali Ultimate? First and foremost is the new grille. They call it the Vader Chrome. So you still get some of the brightness, but it's nowhere near as bright as a traditional chrome. And that way it kind of pans out through the rest of the vehicle. There is still gonna be some chrome accents around your GMC and down here a little bit with your tow hooks and your lower grille, but also over here on the badging of the GMC truck, you can see they've moved this here was a black ice chrome and Ultimate badge right on the side, just to let everybody know this one's different from everything else. So what do we like about the Ultimate is it comes down to two choices. What engine do you want and what color do you want? Everything else that we're talking about today is standard equipment with the Ultimate, including these 22-inch aluminum rims. This is a unique package to all the Ultimates in the GMC brand. So we've seen them on a Yukon and definitely now we see them on a Sierra as well. The power retractable running boards, those are standard also. And then when you look on the inside, you get this unique alpine leather interior. I'm gonna turn that key off so that way we can find out more about what's going on the inside. So we talked about this alpine leather. It's really a black and tan application. So everything on your top, you're gonna see is this alpine leather. Everything on the side and the back of the seats, that's gonna be your black application. And ingrained into this leather as well, they really have a topical map of Mount Denali. You can see it here in the seat backs. It's also ingrained into this wood up here. They also have it on the door skins as well, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a texture. And on these Ultimate badges right here on the seat, they really love this. They put the coordinates of Mount Denali right here, and they also have some on the door skins. And again, we mentioned that badging on the outside with the engine badging. You get your topical map as well as your coordinates of Mount Denali as well. So one thing that sets the Ultimate apart from a regular, so-called regular Denali, you can see that little knob there, that's controls for your massaging seats. So when I use it here, you can see up on the infotainment system. So with the wheel on the side, I can choose if I want my shoulders, I want my lumbar, I want my back bolsters, and I can also massage. So if I wanted to roll, I just turn it on to 1, 2, or 3, and it kind of just does this little knead in the middle of my seat. Very relaxing when you're going on those long drives. And speaking of long drives, you got Super Cruise as well. So part of being an Ultimate and also just being standard equipment, you get your tech package, which gives you this 360-degree camera. So I'm looking out the front now, but if I wanted to move to look out the rear end, I can see how close that Equinox would be to me. And then you got 15 other different camera angles as well. So if you wanted to see how close your wheels are, you can keep an eye on those pretty 22s, make sure you're not scuffing them up against any curbs. And speaking of that tech package, you also have the rear streaming mirror. So right now, I can see what's outside the truck, but if I give it a little flip, all of a sudden I can see the camera there, or I can go back to my regular streaming mirror. Also part of that tech package is the heads-up display. So you get your view. Right now I can see my cruise control and my speedometer settings that are shining up on the windshield, which works out really well. So with the Bose sound system, you're gonna get this unique grille that they put specifically with the Ultimate. It's more of a high polished aluminum or a stainless steel kind of look here, and there's 9 speakers peppered throughout the truck. So you get 1, there's 1 in the A-pillar here, 2, another one here on the dash is 3, 1 in the center is 4, 2 more over there is 6, another one in the door is 7, and then 2 in each of the back doors here, which is 8 and 9. So speaking of speakers, right here in your multi-pro tailgate, we can open this up and drop this down, and then you have the kicker system right here in the tailgate. So if you're out having a tailgate party, you can just grab your Bluetooth device, play some music, and the speakers will come through. Just like that. So king of the hill, or should I say, king of the mountain. The peak is Mount Denali. That's where you're gonna find the Ultimate. And tune in next week. We have our biggest truck we can offer. It's a GMC Sierra Ultimate in the 3500 dually. Can't wait to talk about this.